It might come as a jolt to hear this, but your finger didn't stumble upon this video by mere accident. That gut-wrenching pull, the one that made you pause when the title caught your eye, it wasn't idle curiosity, it was a profound recognition. It was your soul echoing back to a summons fired off at the exact instant you aced your final trial. For what feels like an eternity, you've been navigating through a silent, unseen inferno. You've borne burdens that words could never capture, shouldered loads for folks who never once uttered a thank you, and wrestled with your deepest shadows in the dead of night, with no hand to clasp yours. You've done all this under the illusion that you were utterly alone, perhaps flawed at your core or cursed in some way. But you were mistaken. This was never punishment. It was a sacred cleansing. It was your rite of passage. Oh, chosen one, you've triumphed. The seclusion, the heartbreaks, the betrayals, all meticulously orchestrated to sculpt you into the being you are right this second. Resilient enough, purified enough, and primed enough to claim the grandest bounty this existence has to offer. The cosmos is realigning itself to usher your life companion right to your threshold. This isn't guesswork. It's a heavenly assurance. A vow etched into your soul's blueprint before you drew your first breath. It's the divine timeline bending in your favor. A cosmic debt of bliss repaid in full measure. This isn't speculation. It's an unshakable truth. It's the sacred chronology correcting itself for your benefit. Before we dive deeper, I need your affirmation. This is a potent, energetic gateway, and your involvement is key. Give this video a thumbs up to ground this vibration. Subscribe to this channel to stay tuned to this wavelength, and drop a 77 in the comments below to proclaim to the universe that you're wide open and ready for this earth-shaking metamorphosis. Replay this video in the background once it's done. Let the words wrap around you like a warm embrace. This message was destined to reach you today, at this precise juncture, to lift you from the lingering gloom of yesteryears so you can soar, at last. By looping it, you're affirming your readiness to embrace this celestial intervention. Point 1. The conclusion of your isolation crucible. You have to grasp the essence of the ordeal you've just conquered. It was a gauntlet of stamina, belief, and above all, self-reliance. Reflect on those instances where you felt like a specter haunting your own existence, watching others pair off, mark milestones, forge families while you lingered on the sidelines. Recall the stinging ache of being misunderstood, pouring your heart and essence into souls blind to your true worth. You've extended love to those who repaid with apathy, loyalty to those who served up betrayal, and insight to those who merely exploited it for shallow gains. Each letdown was a chisel strike, every tear a purifying elixir. You were intentionally and divinely sequestered, not because you were unworthy of affection, but because the love earmarked for you is of such exalted quality that any premature entanglement would have tainted your spirit. The universe was safeguarding you. It had to keep you set apart, consecrated and pristine for what's on the horizon. You, the selected, carry a singular luminescence frequency. A mundane, karmic, or convenience-based bond would have dimmed that glow. It would have schooled you in compromising your authenticity, shrinking yourself, squeezing into a narrow societal mold, and forgetting the vastness of your innate power. So, you were compelled to tread solo, compelled to become your own closest ally, your personal healer, your inner guardian, and your self-rescuer. You had to unearth validation from within, not from fleeting nods of approval from outsiders. You had to savor your own companionship, discover rapture in quietude, erect an inner realm so splendid that no one could ever strip it away. This solitude served as your training ground, your cloister, your hallowed proving field. In those hushed moments, those extended dark nights of the soul, you shed countless strata of societal indoctrination, ancestral wounds, and past life imprints. You honed the skill to differentiate your intuition's whisper from the ego's clamor and others' fears. You mastered discernment. You learned what energized you vibrationally and what drained you dry. You became the adept sentinel of your soul's energy. All those individuals who drifted away, ignored you, or abruptly turned hostile, these weren't losses. They were divine extractions. They were vibrationally mismatched for your forthcoming chapter, and the universe, in its boundless wisdom, cleared them from your path. It might have stung in the moment, but it was an act of profound mercy. You were being readied for a counterpart who resonates at your precise frequency, a counterpart who's endured their own forge of trials. They, too, were isolated, refined, and fortified before becoming worthy of crossing your orbit. So, when you revisit that loneliness, don't frame it as a tale of deficiency. View it for its truth. A sanctified, shielded sanctuary where you were hammered into a vessel capable of holding world-altering love. The ultimate exam was likely a fresh occurrence, a final, piercing betrayal. A juncture where you had to choose yourself one last time amid toxicity. A point where you finally released a hope that shackled you to bygones. The very second you did that, the instant you surrendered and declared, "I am sufficient, even if solitude is my forever," you passed. A celestial bell tolled, and your ledger was stamped complete. The quarantine lifts, the crucible cools. Point 2. The subtle shift in your reality. With the trial behind you, your entire existence starts morphing, subtly at first, but with deepening profundity. You might dismiss these shifts as moods or flukes, but they're the initial ripples of a colossal energetic surge barreling your way. Pay heed. First, observe the alteration in light. Colors around you may appear more vibrant, more saturated. The sky could deepen to an azure profounder than before. Trees might gleam with richer greens. This isn't fancy. Your perceptual field is literally expanding as your vibration ascends. You're beginning to perceive the world not just through physical eyes, but via your soul's gaze. What once seemed ordinary now harbors magic. You discern the life force pulsing in everything because your own vital essence has been fully ignited. Next, attune to sounds. Music will strike you more intensely. A track you've heard 100 times might move you to tears, its true meaning dawning abruptly. Conversely, you'll find zero tolerance for noise, idle chatter, gossip, complaints. Your auditory senses are refining. You're being tuned to catch the universe's harmony. Anything discordant will grate, feeling physically jarring. You crave silence not for lonely withdrawal, but for serene communion. It's in this hush that you'll start hearing the murmurs of your partner's soul calling to yours. Then, consider your social sphere. You've noted a sudden radical aversion to inauthenticity. People you once tolerated, ties you maintained out of duty or habit, now feel unbearable. Superficial talks scrape like sandpaper on your spirit. Dramas you patiently absorbed before now seem petty and depleting. This isn't arrogance or judgment, it's your energy field repelling mismatches. You're now a finely calibrated instrument, unable to resonate with chaotic low vibes. This purge creates a vacuum, a sacred void fillable only by someone of equally elevated genuine vibration. Your body itself transforms. Sleep patterns might turn erratic, waking at 3 or 4 a.m. for no reason, feeling wide awake and oddly lucid. That's when the veil between realms thins most, and you receive downloads, critical energy tweaks, and soul-level directives during slumber. Cravings shift toward healthier fare, more water. Your body instinctively guides you to a physical detox in prep for this union. You might sense phantom touches, warmth on one side as you drift off, or a sudden feeling of being cherished and shielded. That's your partner's energy infiltrating your reality. You feel their presence pre-physical arrival. You're no longer projecting desires outward, you're sensing what's already manifesting. Most crucially, feel the shift in your heart. The raw desperation of loneliness yields to calm, confident anticipation. The dread of eternal solitude evaporates, replaced by an unshakable inner certainty of your partner's approach. It's a serene knowing, needing no external proof. This is the paramount sign. You've transitioned from hope to gnosis. You no longer hunt them, you simply ready for their advent. This is the hush before life's most exquisite storm. Don't doubt these omens. Acknowledge them. Express gratitude. They're milestones on the path leading straight home. Point 3. Why? You've been selected for this union. You must comprehend why this unfolds for you specifically. Why you? Why endure such a rugged, solitary trek only to be gifted a profoundly sacred bond? The answer is straightforward. You are chosen. Not an ego badge, but a depiction of your soul's pact. The chosen aren't here for ease. You didn't incarnate on this orb for comfort, mundane adventures, or mere material hoarding toward retirement. You're here on assignment, a system disruptor, paradigm shifter, light bearer, healer. Your mere presence, your frequency alone, rattles outdated, corrupt, low-vibe structures just by being amid them. From childhood, you felt alien, like an ancient soul surveying a world it didn't fully belong to. You spotted hypocrisy, injustice, superficiality everywhere. It never vibed with your essence. You were always the truth-teller of uncomfortable facts, the defender of the downtrodden, the one feeling things deeper than peers seem to. This sensitivity isn't frailty, it's your superpower. Your spiritual antenna tuning into energetic realities others miss. Due to this mission, your partnerships couldn't be ordinary. A conventional tie for a chosen one isn't mere distraction. It's a potential prison. The wrong mate, mired in fear's matrix, ego, materialism, would drag you down. They'd, wittingly or not, douse your light for illuminating their shadows. They'd label your intuition mad, your sensitivity excessive, your mission fanciful. They'd pull you back into the very consciousness you came to dismantle. The universe couldn't allow it. Your purpose is too vital. Hence, you were placed in protective isolation. Your solitude, a strategic divine ploy. While learning to stand alone, you conserved energy, nurtured gifts, fortified your divine link sans interference. Now, you've hit spiritual maturity and personal power where influence can't sway you. Your light blazes so steady and bright, no other can dim it. You know your identity, and it's exactly now you're ripe for your divine complement. Your life partner isn't just romantic company, they're your mission ally, another chosen paralleling your journey. They've braved their isolation crucible, their fire trials, emerged whole, potent, sovereign. When two chosen unite, it's not merely for mutual happiness, though profound joy ensues. The core aim: amplify your light, accelerate shared mission. 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 here, it equals 100. Your merged energies spawn a light vortex with planetary healing impact. Your home, a beacon. Your love, a template of possibility. Your joint goal, anchor superior models of love, partnership, service on earth. That's why standards soared so high. Why the wait stretched long. You weren't awaiting a boyfriend or girlfriend, not a spouse in traditional terms. You awaited your mission's other half, the holder of complementary codes, awakening soul facets you didn't know slumbered. This reunion holds cosmic weight, a holy contract scripted in stars eons before your Earth stint. So, release any lingering sense of lagging in life. You were never behind. You trod a distinct, specialized, advanced track reserved for souls with paramount missions. You were in training. Now, training concludes. Are you prepared to meet your equal? Point 4. The energy of your incoming partner. Let's discuss this individual racing toward you. Crucial. Ditch preconceptions about looks, job, backstory. You won't recognize them mentally. Soul-deep knowing will prevail. The bond is energetic foremost. So, attune to their energy already merging with yours. Not fantasy, tangible vibrational reality. First, grasp they'll feel like home, but a home unknown on Earth. A belonging transcending family, culture, geography. Near their energy and eventually them, a lifelong tension in you unwinds fully. The hypervigilance, constant guard, dissolves. You'll feel soul-level safety profound, like exhaling deepest after decades of breath-holding. Their energy, soothingly immense yet powerfully igniting. Your haven and spark. In their presence, deepest, wounds feel seen, loved, not judged. A sense of being truly known, sans explanation. Yet simultaneously, they'll challenge you to embody your grandest self. Won't let you play small. Sees your potential so clearly, it inspires full incarnation. They're calm harbor and sailwind alike. This person has labored relentlessly, bravely, faced shadows in darkest nights, assumed radical responsibility for healing. transmuting wounds to wisdom. They won't arrive as a project or patient for saving, won't seek fixing or rescue, having self-rescued, as you have. It's two sovereigns, uniting to birth greater. They'll possess quiet strength, deep wisdom from lived experience, not books, likely highly intuitive, empathic like you. Understands energy's language, silence, gazes speaking volumes beyond words. You've prayed for them, they've prayed for you. Called across time-space through lifetimes, perhaps met in dreams, felt their presence in meditations or quiet reveries. Sudden waves of love, comfort sans cause. That's them linking etherically. Their energy feels uncannily familiar, like a forgotten melody. Conversation effortless. Hours fly like minutes. No games, pretense, manipulation. Pure, direct, shockingly honest. Might intimidate initially due to intensity, clarity. You're accustomed to convoluted conditional ties. This purity shock system, in best way. Start heart speaking to them now. Pre-sleep, affirm readiness. Say you're carving space in life heart. Send love, strength, courage for their final steps to you. Your magnets, force between now irresistible. Universe conspires to shrink time-space gap. Don't fixate on who or where. Focus on feeling. Home, safety, activation, soul-deep recognition. This sentiment, beacon guiding them straight to you. Point 5. Preparing space for their arrival. Universe does its part. You have work too. Not passive waiting, you're active co-creator. Main task, ready space energetically, emotionally, physically. For arrival, envision prepping home for most honored guest. Clear old for new. First, non-negotiable. Final thorough energetic cleanse of past relationships. Means severing lingering cords. You may think moved on, but energetic tethers often persist. Sit in meditation. Visualize each significant past. Connection. Thank for lessons, even painful. Forgive fully, not for them, for you. Then, see connecting light cord. With light sword, sever. Watch them drift peacefully. Feel your energy, power return. Can't carry stale old vibes into this sacred union. Includes lingering scenarios, hopes for mismatches, grieve fantasies, release utterly, shut doors firmly. Next, turn cleansing inward, self-forgive, for errors when unknowing, for overstaying situations, ignoring intuition, yielding power. Yuakui did best with then awareness. Free shame, regret. Can't meet divine partner from self-loathing. New love mirrors self-love. Meet with heart full of self-compassion, acceptance. They'll love all you, including perceived flaws, but self-love first. Created space isn't just energetic, physical too. Survey home, sanctuary reflecting evolved you, or cluttered with old remnants. Discard clothes bearing sad memories. Toss gifts from heartbreakers. Declutter, cleanse space. Let energy flow free. Make physical room, empty hangers in closet. Clear nightstand drawer. Sleep consciously one side, leaving other open, inviting. Not silly games, potent symbolic faith acts signaling universe you're tangibly making room. Demonstrate belief via action. Above all, cultivate joyful expectancy, not desperate longing. Vast energetic difference. Desperation repels, signals lack. Joyful waiting attracts, signals wholeness, readiness. Spend time on absolute loves. What enlivens, soul connects you. Date yourself, buy flowers. Pour in love you seek. Become whom you wish attract. So filled with own light, joy. Your irresistible magnet for equally lit, joyful partner. This final prep phase, audit life. What's aligned with highest self? What goes? Ruthless. No sentiment for vibe-lowering things, people, habits. You're leveling up. Life must reflect. Cleaner you get, faster they arrive. Signal clear. Space not just open, cleansed. Blessed, ready for rightful occupant. Point 6. The synchronicities of final approach. As encounter nears, universe communicates directly, intensely. Veil between perception and divine guidance thins to paper. You'll be inundated with synchronicities, signs, messages so tailored, personal, impossible to dismiss, not random. Breadcrumbs confirming path, final approach underway. The 77 you commented for consent starts popping unexpectedly, delightfully. On plates when sign-seeking, receipts totaling 77, clocked during love waves, likes on heart-touching posts. Each sighting, universe wink, affirmation sacred union you signaled for manifests, your personal confirmation code. Beyond 77 other sequences, 111 frequent, aligned with highest path, new start imminent. 222, trust divine timing, harmonious partnership sign. 555, massive positive shift horizon. Don't ignore, acknowledge, thank, aloud. Your dialoguing universe, numbers its lexicon, auditory senses channel messages, overhear strangers' snippets mirroring your situation, enter store. Song plays with lyrics answering fresh mind query. Specific tune might stalk you, linked to incoming love. Your theme song, energetically binding pre-meet. Attend dreams, vivid, prophetic, meaningful. Dream-specific place, unrecognized yet known, face or loving partnership feel. Subconscious, higher self prep you for conscious meet. Keep dream journal bedside. Dream messages, unfiltered, potent. Natural world speaks, repeated animals, paired birds like hawks, doves, butterfly landing, personal totem in odd context, spirit messengers reminding divine pairings beauty, naturalness, most potent synchronicities, deeply personal, near miraculous. Think obscure topic, nearby person discusses it, sudden urge detour route, find peace confirmation, follow intuitions, your divine GPS, fully activated guiding to meet spot. These signs bolster faith, sustain wonder, trust. As last pieces slot. Transform journey to magical treasure hunt. Greatest prize awaits end. You're not mad. Awakening. Seeing intricate, intelligent, loving web connecting all. Every thread leads now to them. Point 7. The recognition. Final chapter isn't end. Beginning. Meeting moment itself. Release fantasized versions. Not movie-like. No slow-mo, angelic choirs, dramatic upheavals, calmer, deeper, infinitely realer, profound absolute recognition. You won't meet desperately hunting. Not singles bar, board swiping app. Meet in element, absorbed in joy, purpose, even mundane task. Bookstore reaching same book. Park lost in thought. Volunteering cherished cause. Soul-aligned state renders. You visible eyes meet, something aligns. Not frantic, anxious chemistry. Peaceful sensation. Silent. Oh, there you are. Less new meat. More remembering long-lost self-part. Cellular reunion. Soul's subtle incompleteness hum, accustomed to, ceases. Gaze eyes. Soul windows. See self-reflection. Your journey. Pain. Strength. Light. Kindness. Depth craved. Immediate understanding passes. Whole conversation in silent beat. Both know, no games, masks, attraction present, but secondary to vast familiarity, safety. First time fully seen in totality, not polished facade. Conversation starts, easiest. Ever, no awkward silences, word grasping. Flows, discuss matters, true thoughts, feelings. Discover paths paralleled years. Same cities, different times. Shared acquaintances, niche interests. See universe's hand, weaving intricate tapestry to this exact space-time point. They won't impress. You won't need to. Just be. In that, feel. Most yourself ever with another human. That's the sign. Not lightning passion. Deep, peaceful resonance. Homecoming feel. Not story end. Recognition. Ignition point. Shared mission start. Solo journey prepped for joint voyage. Self-work. Solid foundation for temple you build together. All prior, tears, despairs, gains magnificent sense. Everything led here, to them, true life's dawn.